So guys, a lot of you have asked me about a CV and cover letter, and I've decided to just show you mine today and explain to you why it looks like the way it does and how it can help you to increase your chances to get work using the following CV form. Why do my CV and my cover letter look like this? Why? That's a big that's a big thing today, looking for work on farms in America or wherever you might be looking for work, is the CV and cover letter format. Even though there's so many formats, and I mean, a lot of them work, and I guess at the end of the day, what's really important about the CV and your cover letter is that it catches the eye of the person that wants to employ you, or the interviewer, or the HR department that is looking at your CV or cover letter. It's important that it catches their eye. So guys, if you look at my CV, you will notice that I've put a photo on that is with me and my wife. So obviously my wife being better looking, and women just in general catches the eye of men and women. So that's really important, is to catch the eye of the person that is looking at your CV. So even though I'm a man and my CV is about me, I put my wife there because it catches the eye, and I mean, I'm obviously proud of my wife, and that just helps you to get maybe your CV on the desk of the person that makes a decision. Okay, so if you maybe not married, or you don't have a photo of somebody that you think is going to catch the eye, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can catch the eye. So make sure that the photo that you use is a high quality photo, and it is sort of just showing who you are, your personality. And you know, there's a saying that a picture speaks 1,000 words. So it's important, guys, just make sure that when you make a CV, you can put a photo of yourself on it, or with you and the spouse, or whatever is going to catch the attention of the person looking at the CV. So that's the reason I put a photo on it. Okay, guys, so you will see that my CV is sort of, it's not that complicated. It's easy to read, and I've divided it up with a blue bar. So blue is a general color. I mean, it's just a color of trust, you know. So Facebook, and there's a lot of companies that use that blue type of blue. I mean, it's not the exact blue as the Facebook blue, but blue in general is just a relaxing, sort of trustworthy color. So that's why I use the blue, and I use the blue bars to break up my CV into sections, as you can see. So what's really important is that you have to whom it may concern. So there's sort of like a small introduction of yourself, and that sort of just explains to people, listen, this is what I've been doing up until now in my life. This is sort of what I've been busy with, and in short, this is who I am. Okay, and then the second part of my CV, so that's sort of like the first page, is the summary of my behavior. Okay, because it's really important, guys. So the people that's going to employ you, or the person that's going to employ you, want to see who this person is. What is your behavior? What do you sort of stand for? What is pros and cons of your personality, whatever the case may be. But I mean, mostly it's positive, and that's sort of important to have that on the front page of your CV. Okay, so I mean, guys, I know we all used to the old type of CV format where everything is white, it's on white paper, printed in black, and it's very plain. So remember, you want to catch the eye of the person that's going to employ you. So it's very important to make a good first impression. Okay, and then after my summary of behavior, I've got skills I have acquired the past 25 years. Okay, so you might be much younger, you might be 20 or 21 or just finished school. You still have skills. Anybody has skills. And guys, it's really important to remember this, is that even though you think you might not have skills, you actually have skills. I mean, if you go and sit down with family or friends and people that really know you, your father, your mother, sister, brother, whatever the case may be, somebody that's very close to you, is that if you go sit down with them, they will easily tell you, you're good at this, you've got this skill, you can do this, you can do this. And if you go and sit down and really just think about it, what skills you have, you can populate skills I have acquired, that section on your CV, and sort of just impress the person that is going to read this. Okay, and then guys, I mean, the rest of my CV is pretty much just straightforward. It's like I told you, it's divided up in sections. So I've just made it very clear for the person that's reading my CV where each section is, and whatever details they want to see on my CV. It's broken. It's not broken. My CV is not broken. It's divided up into sections with the blue bar. Remember now, blue, trustworthy. Okay, broken up into sections, divided up into sections. and the rest is then up to you what you want to put in there. Obviously, I mean, you have to put in your education and all that stuff. And guys, my CV is not that long. That's really important. You don't want to make a 10 or 20 page CV. I mean, most CVs today, 2 or 3 pages. I mean, you can mostly just summarize a lot of things. So don't make your CV too long. Guys, just to recap quickly what we've been talking about, how important it is to have the correct CV format is just 3 very important things that you have to have on the front page of your CV. And that is to whom it may concern, the summary of your behavior and skills you have acquired the past 25 years. Remember, guys, the person that's reading your CV or the company that you've applied for is going to look at your CV quickly. It's going to catch their eye, and that's going to put your CV in a different stack. So if you've just got a plain CV, no photo, no headings, no color, you might not make that stack. You might have all the qualifications in the world. You might be probably the best candidate, but because your CV doesn't draw their attention, it might not end up on the stack for interviews. Okay, guys, so you will notice on the top of my CV, obviously this is the Curriculum Vitae of Jacques van Tonder with my ID number, cell phone number, and then I put there, and I underlined it as well, that says available for interviews at your convenience. Because here's the thing, guys, you never know. The person looking at your CV, if he sees that on top and he says, listen, maybe I can just phone this guy right now. I can make contact with this person that's asking me for work. I can call him right now. So you just open up the door there so that somebody can immediately get hold of you. And then obviously the most important thing is the photo. Guys, you want people to see who you are. Even if you have to pay somebody a little bit of money to just take a very decent photo of yourself where you are happy. Smile. Remember, the person that wants to employ you obviously wants somebody that looks happy. They don't want to employ somebody that's on the photo there's absolutely no emotion and it looks sort of, you don't look happy to be alive. I mean, look happy to be alive, look excited, and show the person that's going to possibly employ you that you are somebody that's got a little bit of life and excitement in them. So I don't want to go into circles and go down a lot of rabbit holes with a CV because, I mean, obviously this can be a very technical thing, but I mean, I just wanted to explain it to you very simple, straightforward, and that is that, remember, the first page of your CV has to catch the attention. And as I mentioned, photo is important, who you are is important, your behavior and your skills. So guys, I just want to go through quickly all the headings on the CV. Personal details, that's on the second page, so that's obviously all your personal details. You know, your name, surname, what people call you, age, gender, your number, I mean your ID number, passport number, telephone number and email address and all that stuff. Your nationality and your language proficiency. The next heading is qualifications. So guys, a lot of CVs that I've looked at, and sometimes people will send me their CV, is they'll send me a CV with 15 or 20 or 10 attachments on it with all the courses and qualifications and everything. Guys, let me tell you something. That's probably at a later stage when somebody's done an interview with you and they want to see that. But when you send a CV for the first time, or you send it to the interested employer, or whatever the case may be, is don't send them all that. Just the CV. And at the qualifications part section of your CV, that is where you can just list it. You don't even have to elaborate too much on it, just list it there. So on mine, I mean, I've got my school qualification and my after school qualification, or a little bit of whatever I've done there. And then I've added another section there, additional courses. So that's where you're going to put in, you know, all the other skills that you've required with certification. So you can just mention it there. If they want to see proof of that, you can always email it to them. So just sort of look at that. And then computer skills, I mean, obviously today, you know, most work or some work will require you to have some sort of computer skill. So I listed there so they can see that I can at least put a computer on. I can do some bit of Excel and Word and all that stuff. And then the last part basically of the CV is the working experience. And what I've done with my working experience is, you've seen I've broken it down sort of to the latest, you know, my most recent last employer, with all their details and what I've earned there and exactly where that place is, and then the job description. Because now the employer, your new employer or the potential farmer or whoever's going to employ you, they can read there at the job description. So they can see, hey, this guy has worked on a farm. What did he do there? Okay. And why did he leave? Okay, very important. So the reason for me for leaving there was my visa expired, and I only it was only a seasonal contract. Okay, great. So that's basically what you do there for reference as well, and then just to give them an idea of where you worked and what did you do. So that's sort of a nice way of sort of just putting it, in sort of simple terms for the person that's going through your CV or whatever the case may be. And then obviously the last part of my CV is then references, contactable references. Guys, it's important. If somebody calls one of your references, this is really important, is that those references need to know you are putting your CV out there. I mean, there's so many cases, and it's happened to so many people where they've put on a reference and the potential employer try to contact them or whatever the case may be, and they didn't know about it or they weren't even aware of it. So that's really important. And I mean, you can probably just at least have 3 good references, and it can even be a pastor, it can even be somebody that's really, that you value as a mentor or whatever the case may be, and then obviously somebody that you worked for that is willing to give you a very good reference. So, and then on the final note, then I just obviously just put there, thank you for looking at my CV, and sort of a little life motto, today only happens once, make it amazing. So that sort of also just gives an idea who you are. Okay, I really hope that helps you to build and to sort of just get a CV that is going to get you work, okay, to make your CV so that you can get work. I mean, guys, I've just shared some tips of the trade. I mean, it's not rocket science, I guess. I mean, you can go and search Google, you can go and search platforms. I mean, there's many people out there that help you build a proper CV. I mean, if you are interested in a CV, I'll put the contact person that I use a lot to do CVs and things for me and for other people, which I think they only charge like 400 Rand to do a CV and a cover letter, which I think is very reasonable. And guys, the most important thing about looking for work is your CV. I mean, and a lot of people spend a lot of time on it, but just do it right. If you want to do it and you want to do your CV over, just do it right. And I've given you all the tools now, and I've sort of given you an idea of how your CV should look like. You can make it much more nicer. I mean, my CV is very plain, so just go for it. And let's just look at the next section now, your cover letter. So let's look at your cover letter. So it's sort of, a lot of people are combining the CV and the cover letter, so they're sort of making it one. But I think it's really important just to put a cover letter, because it also gives you an opportunity to put another photo on, a different photo that shows your skill, or it's a photo of you being busy with something that you sort of love to do and for the position that you're applying. Okay, so the cover letter is just one page, and it's got 3 important things on it: who you are, what you can do, and what is the benefit of somebody employing you. That's all it does. Okay, so you will see on my cover letter there, it's got a sort of 2, that was the people I applied to. It was a recruitment agency. They had a position available on a farm there, so I just sort of made it out to them, and then with a date, and then I've got a little photo there of myself where I was busy working on a tractor, and then I've got my name there and what I do, equipment operator, and just with my details there in as well. So the cover letter is sort of just those three things that I mentioned, is just quickly who you are, what you can do, and the benefit that they will have employing you. So guys, all this information is available on my website, jacquesfaith.com. I've especially made the website for people looking for work on farms in America, so go and check out my website. I share a lot of info there as well. I mean, the same as my YouTube channel. I mean, there's a lot of information on how to get work on farms in America and to increase your chances. And remember, anything is possible. I mean, if I could get work on a farm in America, you can also. So, I mean, I'm helping you guys. Go check out my website, and thank you so much for all the love that I get from the website and everybody subscribing to my newsletter. That's awesome. I love it. And guys, so yeah, that's just a cover letter in short. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy. Again, you can just use my format. I mean, there's so many formats available, but it's really important to have a cover letter that accompanies your, did I say that right? That goes with your CV. So whenever you send your CV out, you send the cover letter out. Now, you can just generalize the cover letter, so you can take that to out to whoever, just make it to whom it may concern. This is who I am, this is what I can do, and this is the benefit you will have employing me. Okay, so guys, go for it. That's the cover letter in short. And before I go, guys, I just want to quickly share with you something about a CV video. Check it out. Okay, guys, in short, a CV video is basically exactly the same as a cover letter. Okay, you're going to just say on your CV video who you are, what you can do, and what is the benefit for them employing you. okay? And it can be very short. I mean, a CV video can really just be under a minute, 30 seconds. I mean, if you have to go over a minute, I guess that's possible, but make it short and sweet, and catch the attention of the person that wants to hire you. So, guys, here's the secret. A lot of people will tell me, well, Jacques, we can't do CV video. We're not like you. It's easy for you to get on camera. And, well, it's not. I prepare to go on camera, and sometimes I have to take a lot of, pauses and deletes and whatever the case may be. But why a CV video is so important is, again, it captures your potential employer's attention. Okay, so just imagine this. They're getting hundreds of emails, they're getting hundreds of CV applications. So there's a job offer, everybody's emailing for the job offer. What's going to make you go into the pile of interviews? What's actually going to land you that job? And here's the thing, and I believe that 99% of people that have a CV video gets interviewed. And the reason for that is that they see immediately who you are. They can see, hey, this is the guy, and here he is talking, and this is what he can do, and you immediately just increase your chance by 100%. So to make you stand out above all the others is make a CV video, guys, and spend time on it. I mean, here's some examples of videos, and I mean, I've even made a video before I got employed to work on farms in America, and it's not perfect. I mean, you can go and have a look at it. I mean, you can probably see, this, Jacques, whatever, but I think it caught the attention of the farmer that I worked for that time, and that helped me land the job, so out of hundreds of applications, mine stood out, and I was one of a few guys that had the videos. Okay, so like I say, your CV video is very simple. You can upload it on YouTube. You can make it private, so if you don't want people to see it, you can just share the link on the email. And then they will click on it, and it will open up YouTube, and they can see who you are, and they can see who the person is that's applying for the job. So I will definitely encourage everybody that asks me, and if you're watching this video, if you are looking for work on a farm in America, you have to do a CV video, because that will just put you above a lot of people. All the rest. A lot of people apply for work on seasonal jobs or on H2 job board. I mean, I'll put the links in the video. That's where you apply directly to farmers. Okay, so a lot of people don't know that, and this is a secret, and I share the secret on my website as well, is that you can bypass the agents. I know the agents don't like me sharing this information, but I also love all the agents. I mean, I don't have anything against them, and I mean, they do wonderful work. But if you apply directly to farmers on those two platforms, it's really important that you follow the advice that I just gave you on how your CV must look like, the cover letter and your CV video. And this is basically all you do, is when you email these farmers, or you email these employers looking for farm workers, or whatever the case may be, is that all you do when you email them, all you say is, good day, please see attached my CV and cover letter for the position as advertised. Here is a short video about myself. Thank you. And you attach your CV and cover letter. You don't attach the video. You just share the link in your email body, where they click and it goes to YouTube. So you don't want to attach a video, because sometimes that takes up a lot of space. It gets lost in the email process. Sometimes files corrupt and people can't open up the video. And I mean, you don't want that. You just share the link. People can click on it, and that just increases your chance as well. So if you want to win the game in getting work in America, especially if you apply directly to farmers on the seasonal jobs platform or the H2 board platform, this is the secret. Keep it simple, sweet, or keep it simple, short. Remember that, guys. You don't want to send an email that's so long. All the information is on your CV and cover letter, and you've got an awesome opportunity to make a short CV video and practice it, and make it, if you're not happy, make another one. But that will just increase your chance. That will increase your opportunity by 100% if you have all these things in place, and you can then apply for work in America. And guys, I really wish you all the best. If you really have a heart's desire to work in America, I believe the doors will open, and I really believe that, I mean, when you pray, when you have faith, our Creator will open up the doors and opportunities for you. So you can put everything in His hands, and He will open up doors for you. I mean, just give that a shot as well, and then thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for all my new subscribers. I really enjoy it when I get comments on the videos, and when you guys give me some love, I really appreciate it. And guys, go check out my website, join my channel, like a video, share it, and I appreciate you all. And remember, today only happens once. Make it amazing.